I think we all realise that businesses today are becoming much more affected by global factors, but maybe we hadn't realised quite how susceptible we are to these global issues until the meltdown in the States, which has affected many of our property values at home. The goals of change are becoming more radical. We're moving plants, factories abroad. We're outsourcing major parts of our infrastructure. We're looking at global procurement. We're looking at setting up IT service centres in 3 time zones. These are enormous challenges for leaders. Okay, so let's just consider for a moment the changing leadership profile. We know that leaders are going to come from very different backgrounds, different ethnicities, male, female, coming from very different cultures. And we had an example once when we were helping a large multinational well-known company who were training their people in new performance management systems. And we had some delegates who'd come over from all parts of Europe, some had come from Russia. And we started to talk about delegation, at which point they looked at us, they were very confused, and they said, well, can you please translate this word, because we don't have a word like this. Now, that was some time ago, and I'm sure Russia is up to speed on delegation, but there are many other cultures that we're not used to doing business with, and we may not even recognise that these differences exist. Leaders more and more are going to be managing teams that are at a distance from them, virtual teams, as some are called. And we've had 3 clients recently who have asked us to do team development for teams that do not work together. They may meet twice a year. Somebody based in Singapore, their subordinates are throughout the world, and their boss isn't in Singapore with them. And this is going to put great demands on our leaders. Relationships are going to be key. The ability to select people on the basis that they can work independently, feel loyal to the organisation, inculcated into the culture, and can be trusted to get on with the work without any sort of supervision close at hand. So how are we going to develop these leaders of the future? If I could have one thing, it would be the commitment of the top team and the senior leadership group to the fact that they are responsible for developing the leadership pipeline in their organisation. Once you have that commitment, then it's important to have a simple set of criteria, behaviours, competencies that are defined so people know what leadership is around here. And then the top team can start modelling it. It's important that they model it, because HR can beaver away and come up with wonderful statements about leadership, but people watch what the top team does, and if they seem to be operating by a different set of rules, then all that does is breed cynicism. So as a start, top team commitment, modelling the behaviours, walking the talk, and that's a great start for leadership development.